Okay, just put in 10 rounds, and the first 7 were truly horrible, just like I expected. When you're gone for a month, guys, you don't feel your muscles anymore. Everything in your back, you have no concept of anchoring, you can't feel it. I mean, professional golfers feel the same way. Professional tennis players feel the same way. They can't even take a weekend off. They lose that groove. You hear Tiger say it. You hear Federer talk about it. You hear Nadal talk about it out on the tennis racket, on the tennis courts. Wawrinka. Everybody. You have to constantly practice if you're going to get ready to go into competition. You have to be going every other day, minimum. You have to be able to feel those muscles, and I didn't feel them at all today. I'm going to post some pictures on the community site. You're going to see me I'll put together a little montage of round 1 through round 9. It got better because my muscles started to wake up and I felt them. And when you feel them, then the focus that comes with aiming and putting the tip of the arrow on the target starts to happen. But when you can't even feel feel your muscles, you're like, you can't concentrate, you can't do anything, and you're just going to get a couple of horrible rounds. I mean, like nearly 0 points, and then it all starts to cluster. Now for me, I'm about to turn 60. I would love to average 8s. If I could average the blue ring, if I could average the outside of the red ring, those are very good days for me. That would put me at 8 times 30, 240 for a score, something like that. But you got to work your way up to it, guys. You got to earn it. You can't imagine your way to it. You got to show up and you got to put in the time so that the muscles come back. So it's got to be practicing every single day. You got to put the rounds in. You got to put the arrows in. You got to do the holding. You got to do the aiming. You got to come up with a purpose. You got to come in and pay the dues. And then when you go into competition, the muscles don't have to rise to the occasion. They're ready. It's more a drill about focus and about shooting under pressure. And a lot of people actually relish the competition because in competition, it focuses your shooting, but you don't have to worry about the physicality part, the physical part, because now you've done that, you've put your dues in. So take a look at my scores. You'll see that they come in. They started off, I shot at a white target in the next lane. That's not meant to show you that I missed the target completely, guys. I shot in a different lane to start. I didn't want to shoot at a target. Then you shift over, then you start liking what you're seeing. And typically what I tend to see is that my distances are pretty good to start. It's not a question of distance. They're all up and down within an inch. It's left, right, left, right, left, right, that I've got target panic. So I jerk, and that's not going to send the arrow up as often as it's going to send it off to the side. And I have to work to try to take steps to bring that in. And that's part of building my frame up, becoming very rigid, practicing and getting back into my small motion release like that. So what you'll see is that my groupings do after round 4, 5, 6, 7, they start to get tighter. Now they're out of the white and in the black. Now they're in the black and they're creeping in on the blue. Now they're blue and there's some red and the occasional yellow, and you'll start to see it gradually come down. If you're not willing to accept that, if you want perfection from the very first target, you're in the wrong sport, guys. I don't know what else to tell you, because it always starts off rusty. It always starts off, with something bad. You're never going to have great first shots to start and then hold it. You have to get to it. You have to focus and get there. You have to earn your way into it every single time you step into an archery range. So take it for what it is. It's January 17th. I've got about 3+ weeks before the competition. I think that's going to be plenty enough time. I'm already looking forward to it because I started to see a glimmer of focus. And that's what I was looking for today. That my distances were okay, but there were times, the occasional 1 out of 6 in an end, 1 out of 6 out of an end, 2 out of 6 out of an end, where the focus was there. And I saw the arrow drill down into the bottom of the gold, the bottom of the yellow. That's what I was looking for. If I can find it once, if I can find it 2 out of 6 in an end, then I can start building on that. Then I can build it up to 3 out of 6, 4 out of 6, because it's really not a question about finding an imaginary spot in space. It's about putting that dot, the tip of the arrow, right smack on the target again and again and again and again. And I can do that with this shooting method. Hope you enjoy this video. We'll see you out there.